Good day. Here are the headlines from the Philippine News Agency. New Zealand Prime Minister Christopher Luxon is set to meet President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. this afternoon as his official visit to the Philippines starts today. In his farewell call to the President in Malacanang on Wednesday, outgoing New Zealand Ambassador Peter Francis Tavita Kell said Luxon's visit to the country signifies his support to Marcos' development agenda. The New Zealand Prime Minister's visit to the Philippines aims to bolster efforts to strengthen ties between the two countries as they commemorate the 60th anniversary of the establishment of their bilateral relations. Joining Luxon is a delegation consisting of New Zealand's top business leaders. For his part, President Marcos thanked Kell for working to strengthen the bilateral ties between the Philippines and New Zealand in the last 4 years of his tenure. Last year, New Zealand ranked as the Philippines' 20th trading partner with total trade amounting to $495.37 million. The Philippines welcomed about 29,000 tourist arrivals from New Zealand in 2023, up from about 17,500 in 2022. As of 2018, there are nearly 80,000 Filipinos in New Zealand. Philippines and U.S. forces are set to hold drills at the northern tip of the Philippines near Taiwan as part of the 2024 Balikatan joint military exercises. Balikatan Executive Agent Colonel Michael Lohico said the location of the drills was chosen in preparation for a possible armed conflict between China and Taiwan. The Balikatan will feature the first deployment of the U.S. military's SM-6, a missile system with a long-range capacity of 300 nautical miles. A sinking exercise targeting a decommissioned ship will likewise be conducted in Lawag, Ilocos Norte. The Balikatan exercise will run from April 22 to May 10. Will be the biggest joint exercise so far with over 16,000 soldiers from the armed forces of the Philippines and the U.S. military participating in the event. It will be observed by several countries including Brunei, Canada, France, Germany, Great Britain, India, Indonesia, Japan, Malaysia, New Zealand, Republic of Korea, Singapore, Thailand, and Vietnam. The Australian Defense Force and French Navy are also expected to participate in the exercise. Luzon and Visayas may experience power interruptions today as the National Grid Corporation of the Philippines declared red alert and yellow alert status due to thin power supply. The NGCP said the red alert status for Luzon grid will be imposed from 3 to 4 p.m. then from 8 to 10 p.m. this Thursday. This means the power supply in the Luzon grid during these periods is insufficient to meet consumer demands. The Luzon grid will also suffer yellow alert where power is on tight supply and insufficient reserves from 1 to 3 p.m., then 4 to 8 p.m., and 10 to 11 p.m. Meanwhile, the Visayas grid will be on yellow alert from 1 to 9 p.m. This is the second time this week that the country's major power grid has been placed on red alert. Consumers are advised to prepare for probable rotational brownouts. The NGCP said that 19 electric generating units are still on forced outages in Luzon grid while one is on derated or reduced capacity. In Visayas, 13 power generating units are still on unscheduled shutdowns, while 9 others have been derated capacity. The Department of Education has emerged as the top-performing and most trusted national government agency in the latest survey by Okta Research. In a recent Tugon ng Masa survey conducted from March 11 to 14, DepEd secured the top spot among government institutions with 82% trust rating and 84% performance rating. Other most trusted government agency includes the Department of Social Welfare and Development and the Department of Health, both at 79%, the Commission on Higher Education at 73%, and the Department of Public Works and Highways at 71%. These 5 government agencies were also the same top-performing agencies for the first quarter survey. Following DepEd in terms of satisfaction were the DOH with an 80% performance rating, DSWD with 77%, CHED with 73%, and DPWH with 72%. DepEd's trust scores were highest in Mindanao at 94% and lowest in Metro Manila at 74%. Its performance ratings were also highest in Mindanao at 95% and lowest in Balanced Luzon and Metro Manila at 78%. Government agencies with trust ratings below 50% included the Department of Energy, Department of Transportation, Department of Information and Communications Technology, Department of Budget and Management, Department of Migrant Workers, Department of Trade and Industry, and the Department of Human Settlements and Urban Development. Meanwhile, the DTI, DICT, DBM, and DHSUD received less than 40% performance ratings. The survey covered 1,200 respondents, all aged 18 years and above, with a margin of error of plus or minus 3% and a confidence level of 95%. President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. has been featured on Time magazine's 100 Most Influential People of 2024. Time highlighted Marcos' leadership in stabilizing the country's post-coronavirus pandemic economy and his firm stance against China's aggression in the West Philippine Sea. Marcos is listed in the leaders category along with Yulia Navalny, widow of Russian opposition leader Alexei Navalny, Poland Prime Minister Donald Tusk, Taiwan President-elect William Lai, Argentina President Javier Milei, Qatar Prime Minister Sheikh Mohammed bin Abdulrahman bin Jassim Al Thani, World Bank Group President Ajay Banga, Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni, and Chinese Premier Li Qiang, among others. Former President Rodrigo Duterte was also included in the list in 2017 and Benigno Aquino III in 2013. And that's the latest and the biggest stories on the PNA Headlines. For more news updates, please visit our website pna.gov.ph or our Facebook and X account, Philippine News Agency. The PNA Headlines is also streamed via the Servicio Facebook page. You may also watch the PNA Headlines through the Philippine News Agency's YouTube account via the News and Information Bureau website nib.gov.ph under PNA News or on the Facebook page of the Presidential Communications Office or PCO. I am Wilnard Barcelona and this is the PNA Headlines, bringing stories that unite the nation.